Hello, Ophiuchus, and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine, and today we'll be doing a reading for you, Ophiuchus. As always, all of the readings are timeless, so when the message finds you and resonates, then it is yours at the time in which you find it. Ophiuchus, I have done your spread today with my triple deck. This is a Luna Tarot, the Ethereal Visions Tarot, and the Dreamscape Oracle, all by Matt Hughes. All right, so let's see. For you, Ophiuchus, at the bottom of the deck, we have. Oh, this is stunning energy. That's interesting. Something's a little askew. Huh. It's interesting because when I look at it, the image looks very balanced. Looks good, right? But then when I look at it in the camera, I don't know. There's something a little like askew about it. Askew. So the elephant is, well, it's an energy of like a remembrance that's coming in, a remembrance that's rushing in to greet you. Because I'm seeing you here. You're showing up here as the Page of Cups in the beginning of your reading. So it's like you're standing on the edge of the shore, and this elephant is like a wave. It's a wave that is coming, a remembrance that's coming to greet you, but there's something about it that is askew. Almost like once it hang on a second. Once it like that wave, like it's almost like it's gonna like when this wave comes through and and like comes over you, almost like it's gonna because it is so forceful, it's like it's gonna knock you off balance momentarily. A remembrance that's going to momentarily knock you off balance. Okay, so that's your underlining energy. All right, let's look at the split. On the split, oh, we got the hangman. Okay. So this, whatever this is, this elephant, it's kind of putting you in a position where I don't want to say stuck. It's kind of like you're at the behest of this, of its, I don't want to say that. You're at the behest of whatever this wave that is coming through. It's like because you're strung up, you're in the you're in the hand. You're in the hangman position. It's like there's nothing really that you can do except for just like allow this memory to unfold, especially because we've got this, the hangman down here. He's reaching for some type of enlightenment. So initially when this comes through, it is going to knock you off balance a little bit, but then, it's like you need to be in that state in order for it to like completely wash over you. It has to wash over you. All right, so let's get a overall energy for Ophiuchus. Here we go, the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so the Seven of Pentacles talks about re-looking at the situation, taking another look at the situation, and determining whether or not more investment is necessary. So for your framework today, it seems like there's an energy that is coming towards you. It's going to like knock you, it's going to knock you off a little bit. And then it's like, it's like it's purposeful. It's purposeful because it's putting you in a space where you're having to redefine your investments. Okay. And then you're quick, it's like once that process happens for you, well, we'll see in the reading. Okay. So, like I said, Ophiuchus, we're starting off your reading today with the Page of Cups. This is so beautiful because you're standing at the edge. It's like you're at the precipice of something. You're right at the edge of, this coming in for you. And what's fast, well, what this is this it's kind of like an elephant in the room. It's not necessarily, it might not necessarily be like a memory, but it's a really big energy. It's talking about that when it comes to you, it's going to be really big. It's going to be massive. It's kind of like an elephant like stampeding. You see what I'm saying? So what I see fascinating here though is that you have you're standing at the edge, and it's like you're calling it towards you. You're calling this like needing to take a look again at all, like I guess are we talking about finances? Needing to take a closer look at all of the finances and things. It's that you're calling in this energy. And when you've made this call, it's like it's a very, it's the page energy. So you're like almost like when you called out, you didn't real it's like the answer that's coming back to you is much bigger than you anticipated. But you're in this state of, especially because she's wearing all of this blue ribbon, it's making me think of like it's a well, blue for me is like it's a feminine energy, so it's an attractant. So it's talking about you're in a space where you are wanting to attract. You might not know this. That's what I'm suddenly being like, I'm like aware to. You might not realize that you're attracting this energy to you. You're attracting this wave. It's like getting hit. It's like getting hit and then getting knocked down, and then when you stand back up, you're having to reassess. You're having to reassess everything. And it's putting you in a position where like you feel like you're stuck. You feel like there's nothing really that you can do. All you can really do is just kind of allow it to wash over you. But what I'm seeing here is that it's actually you who is attracting this energy to you. You're attracting the wave. I mean, you are standing at the edge of this cliff face. So it's almost like nature's gonna do its like purpose, right? So if you're standing in the, I don't want to say it's a wrong position, but if you're standing in the way, it's like it's gonna knock you over. So that's when we have another character arriving, presenting the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like you don't realize that you're standing where you are standing right now is kind of like a not a very good position to when this wave comes. It's not You're not in a very good position. And it's kind of like there is someone that is approaching you that's it's like wanting to tell you to like move. Like, don't stand there, stand like over here, somewhere else, because if you do that, then you're not going to be slammed by this wave that's going to come through. You're not going to be put into the position in which, oh, this is fascinating, in which you're having to like reassessing. Well, it's almost like this energy is this energy here, this reassessment is a beneficial energy for you, Ophiuchus, because it's it's like you can you can figure it out on your own. You can do that. But you don't necessarily have to be hit with this huge wave. You don't necessarily have to be hit with it. You can It's like you can do it on your own. You're very skilled, especially with the hangman. The hangman comes through with like an energy of when waves do hit and you do end up in this hangman position. You know what I mean? It's like you can like swing with the wave. So you can ride the wave. Well, actually what's coming through is like drowning actually. Like you can it's like you're dipping into the wave. And then you can like pull yourself up, right? Like you can pull yourself up just like the hangman can. You can do that. So it is a beneficial energy in that it brings about a reassessment of your position. However, it doesn't necessarily have to be done that way. It can be done in a different position, is what it's talking about. So it seems like there's a person that is coming in with the Knight of Pentacles. They're making a slower approach. It is giving me like a vision of, for instance, say if like someone is in a position that is like it could be like detrimental to them. Um, Say someone is standing at the edge of a cliff, right? And it's like they're like, if you step one more step further, you're just gonna like fall in. And but if they were to come rushing at you, right? You see like this elephant, if they were to come rushing at you and like be like, no, 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 don't move away, right? You might be inclined to you might get startled, right? So then you'd end up in that wave, right? So it's like they're coming up behind you and they're trying to like coax you. They're coaxing you. They're trying to coax you away from whatever position that you're in. They're trying to coax you away from thinking in that way. Hang on. Thinking in that way. It's talking about like thinking like you have to do it on your own. Thinking like you have to do it on your own. Something like that. Because this is kind of like it on your own. And this is like they're trying to coax you away from thinking like you have to do it on your own. What is fascinating here is that you both have received that illumination, right? You've both received the illumination that you don't necessarily have to do it in that way, but it's like you're still hung up, you're still doing it in the old way. You're still doing it the old way, which is why there's a reassessment that's needed, because there's wanting to be a new way of doing this. Even the elephant has an energy of like kind of like the old. It's a matriarchal energy. Okay, this is just coming through. It's like you don't have to do it like your mother. I don't know who that specifically is for, but it's coming through like you don't have to do it the way that your okay, not necessarily mother, but like the way that your lineage has done it in the past. You can do it in a new way, and in this new way, okay, so in this new way, it's talking about they're kind of wanting you to, well, they're coaxing you into the reassessment, right? And what you're finding is that, maybe the way that I was doing it is not the right way. So, what's happening here is that it's like you're abandoning this crop, the crop representing the old way of how you used to do whatever this is. It's wanting to come through, especially with all of these pentacles. Um, this is fascinating because it's like he's bringing you an ace, a shield, an ace shield. So it's kind of, it's wanting to talk about finances. It's like you don't have to do your finances in the old way that you used to. There's a new way that is also going to help like shield almost kind of like the bounty of what you're trying to produce, because we have all of these rows here in the background. You can see them like the farmland and everything. um it's almost like it's like protecting your crop from like disease, not disease, dis-ease, protecting your investments from dis-ease, which would be that this elephant, which would be that elephant. Okay. So with them, they're bringing in they're bringing in the lover's energy with them. It's very like high vibrational. You are too. That's the thing. It's like it's not that you're doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just a different way. It's kind of like, there's multiple, that's a really crappy saying, multiple ways of skinning a cat type of thing. It's like you're not doing anything wrong. It's just you could be doing it in a different way, or you could be looking at it in a different way. And so they're trying to bring you um maybe like a positive outlook. They're trying to bring you a new outlook. This is interesting because you are focused on this cup, right? You're focused on in the okay, let me see if I can get it over here. You can't see it. There's a fish in this cup, but you're focused on the fish in this cup, and look at how far it's very far away from you. So the fish particularly talks about fortune. It actually can even talk about like financial fortune, because it has a lot of symbolism with like with like gambling, all of that. So So it's you are holding your fortune away from you. It's like you're holding it at a distance from you. And so they're wanting to show you a new way of pulling in, right? That fortune, the bounty of whatever you're wanting to establish for yourself. Um, and with the lovers energy, the lovers is coming up less of like or anything romantic. It could be your lover that's coming in to give you this message. What it's specifically talking about is needing to decide. You're trying to decide what way to go about this, how to go about this in whatever situation that you find yourself in. So they're reaching you. It's like they're reaching you before this wave hits, and they're illuminating you to. Holy shit! I just went a little out of body. They're illuminating you to a new way of doing things, so that when this wave does come through, you're not in a position that would be that would basically like halt your progress. You don't want to be in a position where you're having to like reassess this. So that's why they're it's like they're slowly coming up behind you, and they're trying to deliver this sweet message to pull you into a new way of, you know, focusing on the issue at hand. And I feel like they're very successful at doing this, because what happens is, you know, they've come to you, right? And it's like they've changed your mind. They've changed your mind, because what I'm seeing next here, hang on. Yes. What I'm seeing next here is, you see how it's like you're starting the reading in this page of cups, right? They come in, and it's like they kind of they're turning you in a new direction with the Knight of Cups. You see how it's like they're turning you in a new direction. So what is super fascinating here, though, is that your fortune is no longer in the cup away from you. It's actually on your body now. It's, you see all these, because this Knight of Cups, he's got like fish that are in his armor. Oh, that's what we were talking about here. Remember we were saying how it's like they're gonna teach you how to protect your bounty, right? Your fortune. And then now you're wearing armor that is holding your fortune close to you, close to your person. It's like you're holding your cards to your chest. There's a lot of like gambling references here. Yeah, it's like holding all of that close to you. You know, you still have your cup and everything. You still have the ability to be able to um like pull in fortunes, but instead of leaving them in the cup, it's like you're now putting them on you instead. Meaning that it's like you're absorbing your fortunes. It's like you're moving from a position of thinking that your fortune is somewhere else or down the road or um like in the future somewhere, and not realizing like the abundance that you have presently on you. And so it's like there is a character that's coming in that's going to reframe how you look at this. And in doing so, it's like they're going to change your mind. And what's fascinating here too is that you're moving from the page to the night. So you're getting that, you are getting like an upgrade. You're getting an upgraded way of positioning yourself. Okay. All right, Ophiuchus, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.